If you only work for your money, you will never be rich. Now listen to the words that I'm saying. If you only work for your money, you will never be rich. Never. It will never happen. You know why? I'll tell you why. Multiple reasons, but I'll tell you why. Here's why. If you only work for your money, you will never be rich. One of the reasons is because if you only work for your money, then that means you got to stay on the clock 24/7. Every time you chill, every time you go party, every time you sleep, every time you're in the fucking bathroom, on the toilet, in the shower, you are not earning money because you got to work to earn it. Whatever your occupation is, you have to be doing it in order for some money to start coming in. So even if you are at the highest level of what you do, you have to be doing it. There's only 24 hours in a day. You can only stay awake and stay proficient and at the top of your game for so many hours a day. You have to have some downtime. You have to have some recharge time. So in those moments, you're not making that money. No matter how much money you do make, in those moments when you have stopped working, you're not making money. And most people, they got to work. They got to put in them hours. They got to use their back. They got to get on the grind to make the money. So then when they stop, it's like 2 steps forward, damn near 2 steps back, because depending upon how much you pat yourself on the back, how much time you need to chill and relax. Okay, for a lot of people, they go make their money and then they go spend it, which means now they got to go back and make their money and then they go spend it, and it's this endless loop. And so what they spend it on, obviously, there's bills, there's expenses, there's tons of things. There's more ways to spend money. This is what I'm saying now, because I'm preaching. There's more ways to spend money than there are to make money. So where do you think the power lies? Do you think the power lies in spending the money? No, there's a lot of people that do that. The power lies in being able to make the money. And if the only way that you make your money is by working for it, then you're like the rat in the loop. The gerbil, the hamster, you're just going in a circle over and over and over. You're never really making progress. The way that you get rich is not by only working for it. Bit by bit, as much as you can, you have to start incorporating ways to own something. Own something. You spend it on frivolous shit. You spend it on shit that has diminishing value. You spend it on shit that can't make you money back. So you completely tricked away that money. You worked hard. You worked hard for that money. I don't know how much money you make per hour. I don't know what your salary is. I don't know what your occupation is. But I'm willing to bet, I'd bet money, you probably work hard for it. And then you have to spend it on life, spend it on things in life to try to have or maintain a certain standard of living. Hopefully, if you're able to. You spend it on things to try to have a certain standard of living. That's understandable. But many people spend it on frivolous bullshit for their ego, to look a certain way, to be accepted. And it does not do them any benefit. It's a waste. They busted their ass, they worked hard to get it, and then they trick it away. So when you only work for your money, you're working the hardest that you could possibly work to get the money, first off. Then you go out and you spend it many times on frivolous bullshit, things that diminish in value or can't bring you money back. You might not even be able to resell it for anything. And then that necessitates you having to go back to work. But now, what if you owned something? And in particular, what if you owned something that did one of two things. It either, one, could appreciate in value. You buy it now, but it's possible a year, 2 years, hell, 6 months, whenever. But it's possible that it could go up in value. Somebody else wants it now, and they might want it a little bit more than you want it. And they might be willing to buy it from you. Or, number two, you own something that bit by bit can pay you back because it can generate money for you. Whatever it is, there's multiple things. I'm not going to go into the specifics and the micro of what could be. That's for you to fucking figure out. But the bottom line is you don't get rich from only working for it. You get rich from bit by bit owning something that can either grow in value or bit by bit break you off. A dividend even. Call it a dividend, but bit by bit it's paying you. And it, at some point in time, will then become profitable. And everything past that is all profit now. It's paying you. You bought something that's paying you. It's not a job. It's ownership. So when you just work for your money, you are almost, in fact, guaranteeing that you will never be rich. I like betting on sports. I like sports betting. I like to keep, what I'm going to bet at a minimum. When I lose, I'm never hurting. It's never more than I can stand losing. So it's, for the most part, enjoyable. And sometimes I do pretty well. But I can see certain things, I can see certain angles and be like, oh yeah, I'll bet on that. And if you just work for your money, I'd bet my money you'll never be rich. And you know what? I'll get richer off of you. Because you don't invest in yourself. You don't invest in what's around you. You'd rather work for it. Or you're stuck. I won't say you rather. Or you're stuck in working for it. It is what it is, but it's a cycle that you need to break if you actually want to make more money. You've got to either invest in yourself, up your skills, up your abilities, up your knowledge, up your positive impact on other people or in other companies. And then you become worth more. They're willing to pay you more because now you're not just doing what everyone else does. It's called supply and demand. If there's a huge supply of people who have this level of skills, they're going to get paid this level of money. But if you can rise yourself above that huge supply of minimal skilled people or average skilled people, if you can raise yourself up, there aren't as many people in this level. Think about it. Everybody can play soccer. Well, not every, you get what I'm saying, but a lot of people can play soccer. A lot of people can play basketball. A lot of people can play baseball, football. But the most skilled players, they actually get paid to do it. And as they get up higher, they get paid more and more because there aren't that many people that can do what they do. So, it's an old school saying, whatever it is that you do, be the best at it. At least in that concept, you will get paid better. If you only know how to flip fucking burgers, be the best fucking burger flip. You see what I'm saying? Because then, I once heard of this window cleaner who sang as he cleaned windows. That's what he became known for. That was his hook. He sang while he cleaned windows. Now, I heard of this. I might have even heard it from two different people, but I heard of this. I didn't actually see it. I didn't actually hear it. I heard of this. So what I'm saying is this person branded themselves. This person separated themselves from the thousands of other window cleaners and became more known and probably booked sales from it. Probably even maybe got in the press, on the news. Who knows how fucking far it went. Just because he elevated himself a little bit above the minimum. A little bit above the average. He separated himself where he wasn't amongst the huge supply of averageness. He boosted his skills, he boosted his capabilities, and he became known as the singing window dude. I don't know how good he cleaned those windows. I don't know what fucking songs he sang. Did he have the ladies and everybody swooning while he was singing? They was taking off their shirts, he was taking off his? I don't know. It don't really fucking matter. The premise of it is that when you invest in yourself, you raise yourself above the huge supply of averageness. And then you become a little bit more in demand as you separate yourself from the huge amount of supply. You're a little bit different. You're more skilled. You're on time, or you're more consistent. Better customer service, whatever the fuck it is. That's the first level, is to invest in yourself. A lot of people don't even do that. They just coast on whatever they can get by with. The second step is to then invest in something. And I used to tell the people this all the time. I'll throw this out there real quick. Being straight up raw about it. Every single thing you see around you, someone has turned into a business. Think about that. Every single thing you see around you, including nature, somebody turned into a way to make money from. So why can't you? I'm not asking you to reinvent the wheel. I'm not asking you to discover fucking microwaves in the air. I'm just saying, think about it. Everything, look at something. Everything you look at, someone found a way to make some money off of. They invested in it. Whether they bought it or just utilized it some way that other people wanted something from it. Okay? So what I'm saying is the first step is to invest in yourself. The second step is to invest in something. Try it out. Put your feet in the fucking water and see what you can make of it. And then the next step is to invest in something, like I said previously, that either can accrue in value, or it's something that can generate money for you. And that's relatively the math of it. That's the equation. I mean, the numbers you choose to put in there, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? Your skills, your talent, your hunger, your commitment, that's up to you. Just like it's up to me. I've upped my skills in certain things, and I've seen the fucking benefit. I've invested in certain things, and I've seen the benefit. And I've seen other people not do it. It is what it is. But like I said, I will invest in betting against you. If you're the type of person that only works for their money, I will bet you will never be rich. You will never be wealthy. You will never be comfortable. You will never be well off. You will be in that continual loop that gerbil is in, thinking it's gaining ground, and you ain't went no fucking where. Not to mention, I'll throw this last little part out there, not to mention AI and robots. They coming for your ass. They coming for them jobs. They coming for them average, minimum, low-skill jobs. They coming for them, especially the ones with the repetitive tasks. Oh, they coming for them. I invested year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I invested in a company that makes robotic cooks for fast food companies and stadiums and other applications they're rolling them out at. I put a little money in. I invested in that. And a startup that hopefully down the road, do their thing, a couple more seed rounds, a couple more rounds of investing. Maybe they had an IPO. And then maybe I get rewarded for that investment. Work. It's not an investment. It's an obligation. So, do you just make money because you're obligated to make some money, to pay some bills, to buy some things? Or do you invest in yourself and invest in what's around you, invest in the possibilities so that you could possibly be rich? Or at least rich in mind, rich in heart, rich in your time and effort. But, like I said, let me know. Am I betting against you or betting on you?